Yama, that's the Gomeroi word for hello. I'm Jack, let's check out what's in the news. This week is the National Aborigines and Islanders Day Observance Committee, but you can just say NAIDOC for short. And just a warning to our Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander viewers, the following may contain images of people who have passed away.
NAIDOC Week started out as a protest way back in 1938 on the 26th of January. You probably know January 26th is Australia Day. It marks the arrival of the First Fleet back in 1788. But for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people, the date marks when the land they'd been living on for more than 50,000 years was claimed by someone else. And it was followed by hundreds of years of mistreatment and discrimination. So, on January 26, 1938, hundreds of Indigenous and non-Indigenous people marched through Sydney. It was known as the Day of Mourning, and it was held every Sunday before Australia Day up until 1955, when it was shifted to the first Sunday of July. In 1975, celebrations were extended to an entire week, and it was no longer seen as just a day of protest, but as a way of celebrating Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander culture. Today, there are events held right around the country, including the NAIDOC Awards, which recognise Indigenous people who have done significant things. But most importantly, it's a time for all Aussies to get together, engage, learn, and proudly celebrate the world's oldest continuous living culture.
This year's NAIDOC Awards have been handed out in Canberra. Singer, activist and entrepreneur Mi-kaisha won Youth of the Year for her work as an advocate, getting more young Indigenous voices involved in important decision making.
Everything that I've done in my life is because of the women who have supported me, the mob who have taken a chance on a young black girl who just had a heart and a dream.
Meanwhile, David Gulpilil was honoured with a Lifetime Achievement Award for his contribution as an actor, artist, ceremonial dancer, hunter and tracker. For the first time ever, Playschool has introduced an Indigenous doll to their lineup. Mi-kaisha. Her name is actually how the Noongar people in Perth say hello, and her dress was designed by Noongar artist Kaya Watt. It's symbolic of her people and the Mother Ocean. Speaking of Playschool, I bet you've never heard Hickory Dickory Dock quite like this.
Hickory Dickory Dock, the mouse ran out the clock struck one, the mouse ran down like Hickory Dickory Dock.
Rapper Baker Boy was invited on to show off his take on the nursery rhyme. Deadly. South Australia is set to be the first Aussie state to ban single-use plastics. The SA government says things like plastic straws and plastic cutlery would be the first to go. It's all about trying to reduce the amount of plastic heading to landfill every day. And they're hoping to introduce the legislation early next year. Good one. The Women's World Cup has just wrapped up. Let's check out who won in sport.
The United States have won a record fourth World Cup. They defeated the Netherlands 2-0 with a beautiful penalty from Megan Rapinoe, and this ripper goal from Rose Lavelle. The US has now won twice as many cups as the next best country. And Ash Barty has, you guessed it, won again. She blitzed Britain's Harriet Dart in straight sets at Wimbledon. When Barty's not dominating on the court, she apparently likes to drop Disney references into her interviews.
I mean, we kind of came into it thinking kind of like a Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata.
I chat to my niece and over she just tells me you can go to infinity and beyond.
To infinity and beyond!
For me, sometimes I look at a shot, I play a shot, and then I think, you know, the seaweed's always greener in someone else's lake.
The seaweed is always greener in somebody else's lake.
Cheeky, I like it. Meanwhile, some rogue sprinklers caused a bit of chaos. A quick-thinking employee temporarily fixed the problem by stomping on the offending sprinkler, but it didn't take long to pop back up. With a vengeance. I say leave them on. Nothing like a bit of summer fun in the sprinklers, hey?
ABC Me has just launched its Design Your Own Firework competition. They're giving one young Aussie the chance to design a firework that will go off at the Sydney Harbour Bridge celebrations on New Year's Eve. The winner will even be flown to Sydney with their family to watch it go off. You can upload your design here, and entries close July 17. Although, why bother, because my entry's gonna win. What? What do you mean you have to be under 16 to enter? Oh. Anyway, that's all we have for today. We'll catch you next time.